Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the BEA. This is their part number 20.0035. This is a pair of sensors that you would use, they're jam sensors. They're transmitter and emitter for the microcell 1 overall jam sensing unit. We'll look at that cut sheet and the installation instructions. I have them removed from the packaging here. Transmitter and receiver, they're coated gray blue, blue black, 3-inch, press snap fit into the jam. Why would you be possibly looking at these? Maybe they were vandalized or damaged, or maybe you're adding jam sensors to an opening. They're going to be clearly something that you'd want to, if you're working on sensors for an automatic door, you'll want to refer certainly to the ANSI standard to make sure of what you are obligated to provide in the ANSI standard, which of course all the manufacturers would follow. Overall diameter, the outside diameter of the face is 0.615. Diameter of the body itself 0.483. We'll look at the installation instructions and see if they give us a tip as to what size of a hole that you drill. And the last thing, back to the 2-pin connector, is just the length. They say that it's 3-inch. Sure, okay, the length of the wire is going to come in at about 3-inch. All right, let's take a look at the additional documentation by switching to the screen view now. Thank you. Okay, here is the item, and here are some actual images. Transmitter and receiver. They just pressure fit into the hole that you've drilled. The connector's at the opposite end, gray blue, black blue. The face of the unit, not showing very much there at all, just doing it. Cross view of the item. Now let's take a look at the cut sheet that's down below as well. This will allow you to review the microcell 1 photo beams for pedestrian automatic doors, and the 3-inch emitter and receiver is listed here as a component to the entire microcell offering of safety beams for jams. There's also below this video a link to the installation instructions. Let's take a look at that real quick. We won't go through this step by step. I'll leave that up to you. But nonetheless, the document is provided here for you to be able to review what you're working on, depending on what it is you're working on. You have your transmitter and your receiver. You've got your optional shroud, should you need that. And then the microcell 1 comes in different sizes, meaning different length cables. And as we do a search on our installation instructions, it shows us the receiver is the black-blue combination, the emitter is the gray-blue combination. So you know where you're wiring it, not only to the cable, but vis-a-vis back to the control box itself. There is a link below this video, as seen here, to the manufacturer's page. From here you can pull up not only all of the BEA products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I would certainly encourage that you review that document. Very handy to be able to look and see everything that BEA has when it comes to safety equipment for automatic doors. Not only high energy doors like a jam sensor would go onto, meaning there's two terms. Well, let's switch back to the screen view and we'll just wrap that up with defining the two terms. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. The two terms that we're talking about are high energy and low energy. They have nothing to do with how strong they are. It's an awful way to classify them. High energy and low energy have two different ANSI standards, is the bottom line. The ANSI standard for what they should call it is automatic doors with sensors, automatic doors without sensors. The bottom line is when you add sensors, it's no longer low energy. In fact, it's high energy at that point. And if you are working in this area, you will absolutely want to have on file and, in my opinion, completely read and refer to often would be the A156.19. The .19 is the standard for low energy. So if you're doing an opening, a power-assisted operator on a restroom in a restaurant, that's going to be low energy. There's no sensors. There will be a wall plate on both sides, or you can just manually operate that door. If you are dealing with sensors, as you would be with the 20-0035, you're going to be looking at the A156. I believe it's .27. Let me pull it up. I don't recall. Nope, that's revolvers. 27 does not come into play. I think it's .10. Yes, power-operated pedestrian doors. That's the A156.10 would be for the door that's on the grocery store, where there's lots of sensors. Scanning sensors, maybe up on the door itself, in the jamb or threshold, depth in the entire frame. If you touch those doors at all, you will greatly, the edification of the entire system will be substantially improved by your knowledge of, or at least knowing where to find the information. The A156 series is not free. You have to buy those. But if you're in the door industry already, you might have access to them because you might have a legitimate or a bona fide paper trail in order for you to be able to look at that. You might have a manufacturer that you are covered in their under their umbrella of access to the document. I don't know, but you will greatly appreciate seeing certain requirements. The manufacturer builds their stuff to the ANSI standard. ANSI is obligated to make sure that the manufacturers are building their material according to the criteria. You will definitely want to apply the material in the way that the ANSI standard has defined, because that's the governing document. They're sold per pair, one transmitter, one receiver. This client ordered 2. If you have any questions on the BEA, 20-0035 transmitter receiver set for the microcell or any other BEA product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.